Ja, herzlich willkommen, liebe Kollegen, zu dieser Pressekonferenz mit unserem Cheftrainer, mit dem Mitchell van der Kach, vor dem Spiel gegen den FC Winterthur vom morgen Abend um 6 Uhr im Stadion Schützenwiese. Mitchell, wie war die Woche nach der Niederlage gegen Thun?
You can imagine that we've had better weeks. That's normal. It was tough. It was already tough after the game. It's never good that you lose, especially when you lose at home, 4-0. So that was already bad. And then the next day you have to train, you have to come in. So yeah, life goes on. But it was a big impact, not only for staff but for everyone involved. And yeah, it's a big step back. So, but then from there on, you have to look forward to the next game. You have to work for that, and you have to get the emotions out of it as well. So it's an important game for us, and it won't be an easy game. But then when you start working, and then yeah, slowly you get the focus on, and then it's back to work again, knowingly what happened. And from there on, you get the focus on the next game. So it was a tough week, and that's normal as well. We have to feel that. We are accountable. We have to be accountable for that as well. So yeah, there are better weeks in football, but this is what it is, and we have to continue, and we have to work, and we have to give the reaction. So that's very simple.
Danke, Mitchell. Wem darf ich die erste Frage übergeben? Loris Brasser vom Tagesanzeiger, bitte schön.
Ja, hallo Mitchell. Du hast letzte Woche nach dem Spiel auch gesagt, ihr seid noch auf der Suche nach eurem Spiel, auch nach der Art und Weise, wie ihr verteidigt. Wie weit seid ihr denn jetzt in dieser Suche? Wo würdest du dein Team in dieser Suche darstellen? Wie weit seid ihr da?
I remember that I said it, and I said as well we are in the phase where you're playing, and we're still looking for solutions. Players are coming back, the new players are getting fitter and fitter, and then we have to start playing them. But in the meantime, you have to get points, and there are no excuses. So it's no excuse. We are looking for that, and I said I hoped that especially after the Lausanne game, where we showed by moments some good spells, especially on the ball. We were better in defending in terms of more compactness, and then you hope that you improve from there. And after the game, I said as well, we had a lesson in counter football. So that's something that if you want to have the ball, and yeah, the teams will try to play with the counter, with the space in behind. So we have to work on that because that's important, and that doesn't change anything about it. It's about other things, how you're going to play, in which positions. Some players have some preferences how they want to play, so you have to find out quickly. We have to explain what we want to do, and sometimes it goes quicker than expected. But yeah, it was clear that we hoped that we were further than what we showed against Thun, and yeah, in moments it was good, but in the end it was not good enough. So that's no excuse about everything. So that's how it works as well. At least I see that, and from there on we have to show reaction. That's the only thing that counts at the moment. And in the meantime, you have to score points. You want to work on a certain way, and sometimes other things are asked as well. So and that will be the same for tomorrow.
Wie stark beunruhigt dich dann so eine Niederlage als Trainer und auch in deiner Art und Weise des Denkens über den Fußball und in deinem Plan mit dem Team? Beunruhigt dich das stark, oder bist du da eher ein ruhiger Typ?
It's better now. It's better now. In the past, the impact is still big, but with experience it's better to ease that. It's easier to give it a place. Because it's the same if you play really, really well, you know next week it can change as well. So I experienced everything. So sometimes you think we are really good and we're doing really well, and it's not that you think we're on top of the world, but everything is under control. So I've learned that. But yeah, of course, you go back, you start thinking. You get other opinions as well. Other people are talking, and then it's always the task of the manager. Like, okay, what are we going to do? Are we going to do completely different, or are we still doing the things what we believe in? You look at the game. Okay, like we spoke about, rest defense, counter. Yeah, that's part of the job. So that will be the same. So we have to be better on that. We have to be more secure in that aspect. So yeah, you look at these kind of things, and then you start looking for small things that you like to improve or not. But you always have to be, you work in a certain way. If you change a lot, what are you going to do? But because next time, what are you going to do then? That's always the balance of the manager. So it influences you, but it puts you more on the drawing board. You talk, but that will happen as well if you have a positive week and at least you have a good result. So it's not that we are sitting and we wait and everything will be okay. No, we have to work for it, and it starts with the basic stuff. I mean, you have to hard work. In the end, it will always pays off, and then you can talk about tactics a lot, but it starts with hard work. You have to be prepared for each other, and from there on, tactics can make the difference. But if you don't do the hard work and if you're not open to do that, then it's always difficult, and that's one thing we have to do, and that's because otherwise it's not a positive time at that time.
Und wie erklärst du dir, die ersten 14 Minuten gegen Thun waren ja auch ein guter Auftritt deines Teams, war eigentlich ein überzeugender Auftritt. Wie erklärst du dir dann den Bruch jetzt eine Woche später, dass man in dieses Spiel nicht über eine längere Zeit durch?
It's the same as, I think it's the same answer after the game. It's like we still have a lot to play for, so we can keep doing the same. In terms of possession, in terms we want to do, and then the team felt some nervousness. We start giving balls easily away, and that gives confidence to the opponent. And then you're not in the front foot anymore. So I look at the same as last week. Continue to do the same thing, not always the same mistakes, but you have to improve in that, and you have to learn. But if you concede a goal, it's possible. We don't like it, but it doesn't mean that we have to forget everything, and from there on nothing can happen anymore. So that's what we have to improve, because otherwise every thing that happens and is negative, then that has an impact then. So we have to be stoic in the things we are doing, and sometimes it's easier said than done, but difficult to explain. It was difficult for the players as well, for the team. Of course, we speak about it. They felt the same as well in the game. And for us, it's like there's no pressure to do that, because we ask this the next time the same thing. And because that's what we were doing, and in moments it's good, but it's not good enough at the moment.
Simon Striemer vom Blick, bitteschön.
Ja, Herr van der Gaag, Sie haben es vorhin schon gesagt, so fußballerisch, zum Beispiel mit der Restverteidigung, was Ihre Erkenntnisse sind vom Thun-Spiel. Gibt es sonst fußballerisch irgendwelche Lehren, die Sie jetzt gezogen haben?
It's always, I think, you asked me the question a couple of weeks before Lausanne about creating chances. We look at that as well, so it's not that we are blind for the things we're doing and we think everything is okay. That's far from the truth. So we are looking about things. So we know already that in the way we want to play, that rest defense and counter pass is important, and if that doesn't work, we have to run 60, 70 meters backwards. I spoke with your colleague about creating chances. Yeah, it's nice to have possession. You asked me that question last week. It's nice to have 85%, but I want to go to the opposite box and we want to score goals. So we have to convince the players that if we come around the opponent's box into the final third, that we have to make the runs. You have to get into the box to score goals. And that doesn't mean that I put all the blame on the players. Far from it, but it's about feeling the sense. What do we want to do? Of course, we want to have possession, but we want to go forward. It's not that we pass the ball back all the time and the opponent doesn't have to do anything. And when they win the ball, they can counter-attack. So, of course, we are looking to things, and then it's always the balance. Like I said before, it's a balance. Okay, are we going to change a lot? Are we still doing this or not? And that's always the game. What we are trying to do.
Noch eine Frage stellt sich als Beobachter von außen. Der FC Zürich hat ja immer wieder versucht, also mit vielen Jungen aufzuspielen. Ist es ein bisschen jetzt ein Strategiewechsel zu wieder mehr Erfahrung? Ist das eine Momentaufnahme oder wie sehen Sie das?
No, I think from pre-season on we started with the young players and that was perfect. But we knew I think we were open about that as well, that we wanted to sign more experienced players as well to get a good mix about that. So it's nothing against old, nothing against young. It was more like, okay, this is what we have, but we know we want to sign players, and players are coming in later. Most of the players, they do individual programs, so that's different than when you train with the team. But it's about, okay, now we need experienced players or get the balance right, because young players are the future of the club as well. So it's good to see that, and I think it's good that young players get the chance, because if you have quality, age doesn't matter. But for the long term, to get the balance right. So there was never a secret, and we always spoke open about it. So it is what it is. It was a normal thing.
Okay, und eine Anschlussfrage, die Jungen, die machen ja den Job nicht so schlecht, also die U21 hat IB 3:0 geschlagen. Dort gibt es einige Spieler, die im erweiterten Kader der ersten Mannschaft sind, also wie Fiorini und so weiter. Die Giusto, wie nahe sind Sie dran?
It's always good when they do well and when the under 21 is doing well. And they started with us. They was good to see them. They impacted the team. Now we get more players within the team. And but we always work closely with the under 21s. This week we had Dean, striker from the under 21s. We've seen him. He's doing well, so he can come to training to see what he can do. So the connection is always close. And when we need players and we want to see players, then or they tell us, okay, they're doing really well in training and in the games, I think it will be good for them to train with the first team. So that connection is there always. So it's not that you're under 21 and not connected. So that's what we said as well about the young players. Okay, if you play for FC Zürich, then the chance is big and huge that you go from the academy to the under 21s, and then you have the chance with the first team as well. And then it's up to you. That's something else. But so the connection is always there.
Mhm. Und wie viele U21-Spieler trainieren eigentlich so mit der ersten Mannschaft mit in einer Woche? Weil zum Beispiel Raphael Koulibaly, glaube ich, habe ich im Beitrag gesehen, war auch dabei.
He's there from the start. So Jill Steele is training, Dean was training now. We have Zava, but he's playing. We have Neil. So we have many young players. Jan, centre back, is there. He made some minutes already, and he's training. So then it's also about you start pre-season. The squad is still not ready yet because of the signings and stuff. And then young players come in, and if they do well, then they can stay. So if you look at Jill Steele, he stayed. He's playing with the under 21s. He's training with us. He's going to the national team. So it's good for them to feel that. But they grab their chance, and they train with us. Rafi is 15, so you have to be careful with him to manage his load and stuff like that. But he stayed with the team. He played with the under 21s. If he doesn't get minutes in the under 21s, then he can play in the under 19 to get the rhythm as well and to get minutes in the teams as well. So, like I said, it's part of the club, and if you look at all those players that the club are having, they have huge potential. So that's always good, and they have the chances to show themselves. And then it's about, okay, when you have the chance, you have to show yourself, and then you have to go. So that's how it works.
Mhm. Und es sind ja doch sehr viele Spieler, eben, die dabei sind bei der ersten Mannschaft im Training. Wie ist das für Sie, mit dieser großen Anzahl zu trainieren? Oder Sie kennen es von Manchester United?
No, we don't have a big squad. We made some changes after pre-season, and that was normal. Some players left, some players are coming in, so we have a decent squad. Sometimes you have injuries or whatever, and then they come to the first team. So I think it's good because it's a mixture. Young players always give energy. It's good to see them. It's good to see them how they develop. In the meantime, we need to score points as well and win games. But like I said, it's the philosophy of the club, and from there on, you have to give them the chances as well, and that they understand. Okay, it's not only on words or on paper that we have the chance, but we can play. We can train with the first team. We are connected. People are talking with us. The connection with the second team. So, that's important. they feel that.
Okay. Also so eine Kadergröße von 25 Spielern etwa plus 7, 8 Nachwuchsspieler ist so üblich in der Super. Also
it's doable. It's doable.
Ja. Okay. Noch eine Frage zur Junior League. Letzte Woche haben wir darüber gesprochen. Hat es sich gut entwickelt jetzt im Hinblick auf dieses Wochenende?
Yeah, last week he started, and then you know how it goes. Some drills he's in, some drills he's out. This week he trained the whole week with the team, so that's positive. He was positive as well, so that what we expected and what the medical staff said. Okay, we expect this, so that was a good sign. Yeah.
Okay. Gut.
Loris, nochmal.
Ich habe noch kurz eine Frage zu Januar Markelo. Es gibt immer wieder Gerüchte, dass er den Verein verlassen könnte. Sehen wir ihn noch einmal im FCZ-Shirt? Was können Sie über seine Personalie sagen?
Janoa was not here because he had some family issues in Holland, and then when he came back he needed to train to get the fitness back. And apart from that, there's always talk about players who can go and leave the club. So and that's with him as well. That's from day one. So that's a possibility. The window closes quickly, so I don't know. But he was away, and he needed to match fitness, or at least he has to train again.
Und dann noch eine weitere Personalie, Nemanja Tosic gehört auch noch zum Kader, also zum Verein, aber trainiert er überhaupt noch mit der Mannschaft?
Ja.
Zählen Sie noch auf ihn? Ist er auch noch eine Option? Oder?
Everyone who is here and is available is an option. He struggled with some minor injuries during pre-season, so then he trained a couple of days, then he was out, but he's part of it, so then it's up to him. So we work together, he knows what's going on. The unfortunate thing is that he had some minor issues with injuries.
Und dann noch zum Spiel morgen. Was stimmt Sie positiv gegen dieses Winterthur? Winterthur ist ein komplett anderer Gegner als Thun, steht viel tiefer, macht die Räume viel enger, auch in der Defensive. Und was stimmt Sie positiv, dass Ihr Team auf der Schützenwiese gewinnen kann?
What I see during the week, but I was positive in the running up to Thun game as well. But you see that's like I said, we spoke about it. It was a tough week, so we players, staff, we need to give a reaction. So that's something that always, if you are hurt in your pride, then you have to give a reaction. If I look at the opponent. Difficult. I saw the game against Ibe when they played 1-1, so that was a tough game for Ibe. So they played well. They with lots of energy. It's very direct the way they wanted to play. The other games they played 1 against 1. They were prepared to take risk as well. And they have quick players up front, and you can see that set plays are good. So then you see that it won't be an easy game. But I never say that it will be an easy game. So it's what I understood. Winterthur is nearby, so it's a kind of a derby as well. So it's a lot to play for, and but we know apart from that how important the game is. So that's without a question of a doubt.
Nochmal Simon Striemer, bitte.
Ja, noch eine Frage zu Philipp Kenny. Die Konsequenzen von der Liga hat es gegeben mit der Sperre. Gab es intern Konsequenzen oder eine Buße für seine rote Karte, was ja ab und zu gemacht wird in verschiedenen Clubs?
Nein, we didn't do that. So.
Okay. Oder ein Gespräch mit ihm noch, ein spezielles?
Yeah, we speak with each other, but apart from that, it happened. And sometimes you make a really stupid red card. And sometimes it's in a different context. So you talk about that, you watch the images, and from there you continue and you take a decision, and from there you go.
Okay. Ganz generell noch die Personalsituation. Wie verlief die Woche? Sind alle fit? Oder gab es da was? Oder was können Sie dazu sagen?
The weekend that was good. Normally you see when it started going, it's getting tough. Then you get lots of injuries. But we were this week we were okay. We had some illnesses, but apart from that, everything was good and everyone was coming back. So no surprises there.
Okay, danke.
Okay, dann danke vielmals fürs Kommen. Wir sehen uns morgen Abend auf der Schweizer Wiese. Match gegen den FC Winterthur. Bis dann, tschüss zusammen.
Thank you.